In the last few years, the Bruce Trail Conservancy has really been increasing our efforts to do restoration work along the Bruce Trail.
It basically means assisting the recovery of a damaged ecosystem.
A lot of the properties in southern Ontario have been impacted. Sometimes they need a little help, so that's where restoration comes in.
So a controlled burn is a deliberately set, carefully managed fire that is used to help promote certain types of plants and reduce the abundance of invasive and weedy plants. Tallgrass prairie originally covered about 1,000 square kilometers in southern Ontario. Only 3% remains today. Prairie is home to a huge diversity of plant and wildlife species, including many of our endangered or at-risk species in Ontario. So by restoring tallgrass prairie, we're basically creating habitat for those rare plants and wildlife.
With regards to tree planting, basically what we look for is we do stewardship plans for properties that we acquire. And we look at open areas where we can kind of reclose the forest canopy to increase forest cover in an area. So whenever you increase forest cover, you increase habitat for whatever species are going to use the forest ecosystem. Those little areas of wild that you conserve are very important for the movement of species between larger areas of habitat. These little pieces, even though they seem little, they are huge when it comes to conservation.
Seed orchards support sustainable conservation efforts by being able to collect from a local population without disturbing the forest understory. Each of the Bruce Trail seed orchards has been designed with a different ecosystem in mind, and the idea behind it is that each of the seed orchards will be able to have different seeds collected in the space to be used along the trail for restoration. The Bruce Trail's conservation team currently manages almost 20,000 acres of natural lands, and as we increase our work doing invasive species removal, it's really important that we replace those invasive species with native ones. The funding that we've received from our fabulous donors has allowed us to really ramp up the restoration work that we're doing, including those native species in those spaces.